Live from WTVO Rockford and your home team. Eyewitness News at 5 starts now.
A second-generation Holocaust survivor speaks on this day of remembrance. Why he believes this is an important part of history that should be talked about. Today is also National Healthcare Decisions Day. Medical professionals explain what this means and how to make a plan. Plus, artwork created by hundreds of local kids is on display. The impact this long-standing Rockford tradition has had on the arts. Good evening, I'm Taylor Castro. Thanks for joining us tonight. On the annual Holocaust Remembrance Day, an award-winning author and second-generation Holocaust survivor shared his family's story. The Jewish Federation of Greater Rockford held the event Sunday afternoon at the Midway Village Museum. Jeffrey Gingold's father and grandparents escaped the camp they were in and survived. They declined to talk about their experience initially, but Gingold expressed that if they didn't share their story, future generations wouldn't know about it. He says it's important to gather and talk about what happened, especially since this isn't something that happened thousands of years ago.
I think it's important to remember it because it's not ancient history, and genocide is still occurring. I can name numerous other events, whether it's Darfur or Rwanda in our lifetime that occurred. Genocide is not going to just magically go away unless we remember these occasions.
All proceeds from Gingold's book titled Tunnel, Smuggle, Collect, A Holocaust Boy are donated to Milwaukee's Holocaust Education Resource Center. The clock is ticking to file your 2022 taxes. They're due Tuesday, April 18th instead of the usual April 15th. That's because tax day can't fall on a weekend or a holiday. Washington, D.C. is celebrating Emancipation Day on Monday, which honors the anniversary of the district ending slavery in 1862. If your return contains no errors or red flags and you filed electronically, you should receive your refund within 21 days. The IRS says the average refund this year is about $2,900. Taxpayers who are granted an extension have until October 16th to file. Today is National Healthcare Decisions Day. Healthcare professionals use the day to educate the public on the importance of advanced care planning. It's the process of planning ahead for your future healthcare decisions so others know what kind of medical care you want in the event where you can't speak for yourself. Most people don't have a plan in writing for who would make their decision. Wisconsin is not a next of kin state, so the law does not allow them to make those decisions for them. It may seem like a heavy topic talking about death, but it is really about how you want to live.
What does a good life look like to you? What does quality of life mean to you? It's really a conversation about how you want to live. And so thinking about that, shifting the way we think about it, and kind of helps demystify some of those fears around advanced care planning.
UW Health has resources available, including free public virtual workshops. Starting Monday, there will be more availability to give blood. The Rock River Valley Blood Center's Belvedere Donor Center will be open 5 days a week. The location on South State Street had to reduce its hours to just 2 days a week back in September of last year due to staffing shortages. Now fully staffed, it will resume full-time hours. RRVBC hopes to recruit 7,000 new donors in honor of its 70th anniversary. Also on Monday, Freeport Police will say goodbye to Chief Matt Summers. He's been with the department for the past 28 years and chief for the past 4. The public is invited to attend a ceremony in his honor Monday night at 5 p.m. at City Hall. The department appointed Lieutenant Chris Schenberger as the interim chief last Sunday. Summers isn't going too far. He'll be the new police chief in Pecatonica. The Rockford Art Museum's most popular exhibition of the year is officially open. The 82nd Young Artist Show features over 300 pieces of artwork created by students from nearly 50 schools in the Rockford area. The youth division includes kids in kindergarten all the way through 8th grade. Artwork in a variety of media are selected by art teachers to be included in the exhibition. The show started in 1941 and has grown to become a local tradition. It has inspired many young artists to continue their art education.
It's really a testament to the teachers in our community who are engaging these children, who are promoting creativity, So it's just a wonderful way for us to just kind of bring it together and show how much talent we have with not only the students but the teachers as well.
Johnson adds that she loves seeing the encouragement from families and from the schools that are promoting the arts. The exhibit will be open through May 14th. Tonight, the curtain finally falls on the longest-running show in Broadway history. Andrew Lloyd Webber's mega hit musical, Phantom of the Opera, is closing after more than 35 years. That's nearly 14,000 performances since it opened on Broadway in January of 1988. More than 20 million people have gone to see the show, which has grossed more than $1.3 billion. An estimated 6,500 people have been employed by the production. 400 of those are actors. A shooting in Dadeville, Alabama has left at least 4 people dead and multiple others injured. Police say the incident unfolded Saturday night during a birthday party. Here's Jacqueline Lee with the details.
Gunfire erupted late Saturday evening during a birthday party in Dadeville, Alabama, a small rural town about 60 miles northeast of Montgomery. Authorities have asked the public to contact them with any information that might help in the investigation.
This is going to be a long, complicated process. We're going to continue to work through in a very methodical way to go through this scene, to look at the facts, and ensure that justice is brought to bear for the families.
Pastor Ben Hayes told ABC News he'd been at the hospital overnight with families of the victims. Hayes said family members told him the gunfire erupted inside the small party venue when tempers flared during an argument. Officials have not confirmed that children were involved in the shooting, but counseling will be available to students Monday morning.
We will make every effort to comfort those children and don't lose sight of the fact that those are the ones most impacted by this situation.
The police chief described Dadeville, which has a population of about 3,000, as a tight-knit community full of wonderful people.
I ask you to please keep our community in your prayers. I ask you to keep my police department in your prayers. And I also ask each of you, please do not let this moment define what you think about the city of Dadeville and our fine people.
Alabama's Governor Kay Ivey offering her condolences, tweeting, "I grieve with the people of Dadeville and my fellow Alabamians. Violent crime has no place in our state."
Now, your first warn weather forecast from Chief Meteorologist Candace King.
Quite the change it was from this time yesterday to where we are right now. In fact, temperatures a good 35 to 40 degrees colder here this afternoon than where they were yesterday afternoon. That's all thanks to the strong cold front that came through late last night, brought us some heavy rain, thunderstorms, some areas of severe weather as well. Today, it's been some wind-driven rain showers, at times mixed in with a few snow showers or even just plain old snow coming down across northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin. Actually had some really heavy snow, some big snowflakes too, come across parts of northern DeKalb County, lifting up through Boone County. That was earlier this afternoon. Now it's been mostly some scattered rain showers, but you see that snow mixing in here on the backside of that low pressure system, and we will see that change over and rotate through across portions of southwest Wisconsin and northern Illinois here as we go later tonight. Because of that, there is a winter weather advisory that will go into effect here late tonight. This is for Stevenson, Joe Davies, Carroll counties here in northwest Illinois, and for Greene County across southwest Wisconsin. Winter storm warnings a little further to the north and northwest, where several inches of snowfall expected to come down. Where we have that advisory in place, wouldn't be surprised if we pick up maybe 2 to 3 inches of snow possible here, mostly on grassy and elevated surfaces, but there could be some slush on some of the roadways early tomorrow. So let's plan this out with Futurecast here as we go through the night. It'll maintain that rain snow mix until late tonight. We get closer to midnight. We actually get a little extra lift in the atmosphere, so this will allow a transition over to mostly all snow, and there could be some heavier snowfall rates embedded within that between about 1 and 4 o'clock tomorrow morning, so that's where most of that accumulation would come from. As we get through sunrise tomorrow, this will begin to taper off to some lighter snow showers, a few snow flurries. For some, this will last through about noon, I should say, tomorrow afternoon, before we see some clearing take place going into tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Then it's the cold. Temperatures likely to drop back into the upper 20s, so sub-freezing in a couple of spots Tuesday morning. Wouldn't be surprised if we have freeze warnings that then go into effect, but we'll see a return of sunshine as high pressure builds back in for Tuesday, and this will leave us with a little more sunshine Tuesday afternoon. Didn't think I'd have to show you this again, but let's face it, it's April weather in the Midwest, right? So we go from the 70s and the 80s all throughout the week last week to some snow accumulations, generally about 1 to 3 inches of snowfall, I think, here for most of us, but you get a little further west and northwest of Rockford, that's where you could see some of those higher snow accumulations, and again, mostly on grassy and elevated surfaces, but there could be some slushy roadways, especially on the lesser traveled roads tomorrow morning. So reduced visibility for a time early on, and then some improvement as far as the conditions go. The snow comes to an end, but we've got the wind to contend with. Already we've had some gusts here this evening, 35 to 40 miles per hour, sustained winds from the west and northwest at about 15 to 25. That's where that cold is coming in. 40 right now in Rockford, 39 in Freeport, 39 in Rochelle. Our weather watcher Jim here in Rockford checking in with 42 degrees and a relative humidity that sits at 73%. Ben in South Beloit, 38, and a dew point temperature at 35. I mentioned the wind. We do have a wind advisory that will go into effect later tonight, and this will last throughout the day tomorrow, as wind gusts tomorrow afternoon could come close 45 to even 50 miles per hour. That wind direction coming in from the northwest. So it'll be a cold and blustery day. Temperatures will have a hard time making it much above 40 degrees for tomorrow. So drastic changes, Taylor, here on the horizon. 54 for Wednesday. Keeping an eye on Wednesday, Thursday, should say 54 on Tuesday. Keeping an eye on Wednesday, Thursday. That warm front coming close to us could bring us some elevated thunderstorms with some hail on Wednesday. We'll keep an eye on the strong potential thunderstorm risk on Thursday. And then look at that, temperatures back down into the 50s and 40s by the end of this week.
Now sports with Reagan Holgate.
The Ice Hogs playoff fate has come down to the final day of the regular season. They missed a chance to clinch it last night when they lost to the Moose 3-2. The Ice Hogs need a win tonight in Milwaukee against the Admirals, or a Wolves regulation loss against Manitoba to get into the playoffs. Lucas Reichel lit the lamp twice last night, scoring goal number 20 on the season. The Hogs forward reached 50 points, a first in Hogs history for the team to have 4 players with at least 50 points. Joey Anderson picked up 2 assists in his Ice Hogs debut last night. He came from the Blackhawks, a team that's been out of the playoff race for some time now, and now he's with an AHL team that's trying to battle their way in.
I think just try and bring good energy. I know you don't really control situations about where you're placed. Whether you're on a team that's in the playoffs pushing for it or you're out of the playoffs, you just go show up every day with a good attitude and try to help the group win. And that's what I'm hoping I can do here tomorrow, and just have a positive impact on the team.
The Hogs are underway right now with the Admirals in a last-ditch effort to clinch a playoff berth. The Ice Hogs lead by 1. So there are a few different scenarios that can get the Hogs into the playoffs. 1, if they win, that's an automatic lock. 2, if the Wolves lose in regulation against the Moose. Chicago is in 6th place right now with 76 points. 3, an overtime or shootout loss for the Hogs, and the same for Chicago. And last is an overtime or shootout loss for Rockford, and the Iowa Wild lose in regulation. So here's a look at the other games we're tracking as the playoff hunt continues in the Central Division. The Wolves trail the Moose 4-3 right now. That's good for the Hogs. And the Iowa Wild just got things started in Texas. The Stars are up 1-0. It's back to business for the Milwaukee Bucks as they begin their first-round playoffs with the Miami Heat. The Bucks have the home court advantage in the best-of-7 series, which they earned as the top seed with their NBA best 58-24 regular season record. Milwaukee has also had a week off, and a full-strength Bucks squad is lethal. The injury list was clean ahead of Game 1. The Heat, on the other hand, had to go through 2 grueling play-in games to even get this seat. This marks the 3rd time in 4 seasons that the Bucks and Heat have faced off in the playoffs. Now for some action from the Diamond. First pitch for the White Sox was delayed due to the weather. Things are underway though now. Things are tied at 4, and the Cubs in their series finisher with the Dodgers. Chicago leads 3-2 right now. And it seems the White Sox are starting to run out of third basemen. Ahead of today's game, the team announced that Hanser Alberto is headed to the 10-day IL. He's played third base in 6 games, starting 3 of them, with Yoan Moncada battling several injuries to start the season. Moncada went on the IL on Friday. They've turned to Jake Berger to pick up the slack there. It's been an exciting Sunday finish to the RBC Heritage at Harbortown Golf Links. Jordan Spieth, the defending champion, trying to go back-to-back, but Matt Fitzpatrick won't go down without a fight. The two were tied at 17 through 18 holes. They're headed to a playoff now. Patrick Cantlay finished the day at 16 under. Xander Schauffele in solo 4th at -15, and Sahith Theegala had himself a day. He shot a 65 to end his week at 14 under.
Get a 40-degree drop in temperatures this weekend.
Big changes. I mean, from last weekend, all throughout last week, temperatures warmed from the 60s through the 70s. We had several days where we had low 80s. Felt very nice and summer-like, and today it is the complete opposite, 180 from what we've had. I was driving in today, and there were some heavier snow showers coming in east and southeast of Rockford, and I was talking with Joey and Jordan and Savannah. I was like, it's not snowflakes, they're snowballs that are being thrown at us because
there was hail at my house.
The flakes were so big, and we've got some snow showers that'll be mixing in here as we go through the rest of this evening. You've got the winter weather advisory, Stevenson, Joe Davies, Carroll counties, Greene County as well. A couple inches of snowfall, mostly on grassy elevated surfaces, wind, and then temperatures stay below average.
Thanks, Candace. Thank you for joining us. We'll see you at 10.